What it do, guys? Manjoume here, and today we're going to check out the Versus System 2-player card game, Volume 5, Issue 12, All Elite Wrestling, or AEW. Now, as for these giant-sized issues, there's no perforation, just this plastic over it, although this one does have Upper Deck all over it, meaning at the very least it's official, and it wasn't like repackaged, unless Upper Deck, not that I'm saying that they would, I'm just saying if that were the case, it would be Upper Deck taking it and then rewrapping it with their own official wrap. Which, I mean, potentially they could. I don't know if anything would really stop them from doing that, just repackaging, rewrapping some stuff. As long as it's all still good quality, I mean, it doesn't really make a difference. And as long as everything's still complete. Don't know all the characters featured here. I never watched AEW wrestling. This is more for like to complete my collection sort of thing and to complete all the volumes. Volume 5 is quite extensive, but of the few that I do know, not that they're the names that are used here. I know some of their WWE names. Daniel Bryan, Jade Cargill, Kenny Omega, met him in real life. Sting, Chris Jericho, part of the Shield, Dirty Deeds. Can't remember the character's name or the guy's name, but we will no doubt get into it very soon. Looking at the side, pretty cool. Colorful, like you have the lights going, you know, like an entrance, same deal. The top follows some schemes that some of the separate IPs have also followed. Personally, I would have preferred it had we taken these two out and they just centered this one in the middle. Would have been perfect. I already know what product this is. If it's on a shelf like this and it's among the others just like it in the same area, I know it's already Upper Deck and Versus System 2-player card game. This is a little too busy for me. All Elite Wrestling brings Versus System 2-player card game into the professional wrestling world. This 200 card starter set features the most iconic wrestlers in AEW wrestling, including MJF, Chris Jericho, Jade Cargill, and many more. Bitter rivals get up close and personal, entourages get involved, and a brawl breaks out in the AEW ring. Build a unique team of wrestlers and attack using a variety of fighting skills. Build a unique team of wrestlers and attack using a variety of fighting styles, special abilities, and wrestling skills. Grapple with your opponent, take them down, and pin them to the mat. Will you defeat all comers and rise through the ranks to become a champion in AEW? 200 playable cards, 1 token sheet, and 1 full color rulebook. Pretty rad. Now this is ages 14 plus, 2 players, and about 30 minutes per game. Now I'm unaware if there's supposed to be a promo, but I don't think they really do promos as much anymore. Okay, so here's the token sheet. Pretty basic. Yeah, 1-1 counters, and the other side is the opposite. So you have your 1-1 counters, negative 1-1 counters, health tokens, and XP. Looking at the other side, 3 plus 3, minus 3, 3 HP taken out, and 3 XP, so it just triples it. Very basic, but if this is your only set, this is essential to play. Looking at the rulebook, it is indeed full color, and about this giant size issue, it introduces 2 new teams to the photographic universe, including the babyfaces, which have that luchador mask, and the bad guys called the heels. That's a wrestling term, and those are the red shoes there. Gonna be pretty easy to pick the colors on these guys. And that should be about it. Can't imagine there's anything too wild in here. Oh, okay, so building your first deck, Chris Statland, I don't even know who that is, and, oh, okay, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, and then a hierarchy of who's easy to use, who's medium, and who is very difficult to use, and probably the best if you can really get it down. Another thing I really appreciate is that they put the turn sequence on the back of the rule book so that if you're playing with someone, especially for the first time, you don't necessarily know the ins and outs of the game, each of the phases, everything. Like, can I do this, this, and this during this phase? Or would that move me to another phase if I were to try to do that? You can use this as a little reference sheet. I'm recruiting, that is still within the build step, so I'm good to do this action. I find this really useful, and I prefer it to just putting the credits, which is probably on this sheet right here on this side. Perfect. That way you can have this out on the table. Check it out. Okay. Play your cards, play it out, do whatever you need to do. Lovely. So we have our 2 decks, which are going to be your faces and your heels. Since the faces come first, numerically, AEW, let's check those out first. And it looks to have a pretty... oh, I guess not. I thought this had a pretty good perforation, and it had one going, but then it just kind of stopped. Now it's not as great. But it ultimately came off without too much issue. Now, this is a starter set. This is its own self-contained thing. As far as I know, there weren't any AEW expansions. If there were, let me know in the comments below. Or if you'd be interested in an expansion for this solo IP or any ones that we've seen in the past, let me know in the comments below because, hey, it's always fun to talk about them in Theory Craft. For the face characters, we have Adam Page, main character champion. Sure what that does. 6 health, 3/4 stat line, Hangman during either player's turn, combat green, put a -1/1 counter on an enemy character in the combat. That character loses and can't gain keyword and superpowers this combat. Anxious Millennial Cowboy. Level up 4 times. At the start of each enemy turn, Adam Page gains 1 XP. His level 2, he now has a 6/7 stat line and has Buckshot Lariat. Main yellow, daze any number of enemy characters Adam Page could melee attack, so they have to be within his range. Next up, we have Chris Jericho. 5 health, 2/5 stat line, Floyd the Bat. Chris Jericho starts the game equipped with a baseball bat equipment. It counts as one of the 60 cards in your deck. So you're kind of starting the game off with a 59 card deck because this one is equipped. Judas Effect, level up 2 times. At the start of your main phase, if both a face and a heal supporting character are on your side, Chris Jericho gains 1 XP. His level 2, he now has a 5/9 stat line, Le Champion. While Chris Jericho has the AEW World Championship belt equipped, it doesn't get KO'd while he's stunned, so he gets to keep it. Walls of Jericho during either player's turn, combat red, choose an exhausted enemy character in the combat. It can't strike this combat. Dean Ambrose is his WWE name. It is John Moxley. 5 health, 3/3 stat line, paradigm shift during either player's turn, combat Earth. Choose an enemy character in the combat. Switch that character's attack and defense with John Moxley's this combat. Death Rider. Level up 8 times. When an enemy character gets KO'd, John Moxley gains 1 XP and an additional XP for each other character in that KO pile. His level 2, he now has a 7/7 stat line. He retains Paradigm Shift but gains Unscripted Violence. Main green, choose a random challenge match you haven't chosen this game. Darry Allin, 5 health, 4/3 stat line. It's Sting. Build yellow. Search your deck for a face Sting supporting character and put him onto your side. Nothing's over till you're underground. Level up 3 times. When Darby Allin gets struck in combat, he gains 1 XP. His level 2 has an 8/6 stat line. Coffin Drop, main red. Put 3 +1/1 counters on Darby Allin, and he has flight this turn, because that's an aerial maneuver, I imagine. Chris Statlander, 5 health, 2/5 stat line. Night Fever. Main Earth, KO a face-down enemy supporting character. More Than a Woman. Level up 3 times. When an Earth location appears on your side, Chris Statlander gains 1 XP. Her level 2 now has a 10/5 stat line and gains area 4/5/1. Main red, Chris Statlander has flight and invade this turn. She can't be struck while attacking a back row character. Now we have Thunder Rosa. 5 health, 3/4 stat line. La Mera Mera, combat red. When Thunder Rosa wins this combat, she may immediately attack another character in the defender's row. From the graveyards of Tijuana, level up 5 times. When one or more characters are put into a KO pile from anywhere, Thunder Rosa gains that many XP. Her level 2 now has 6/8 stat line and now has Dia de los Muertos. Build Earth. Put a supporting character from any KO pile onto your side. Remove it from the game at the end of the turn. If there's any other way to get them back, you're both getting a character that'll help you during the turn, and you're keeping a resource away from your opponent if there is actually a way to get it from the KO pile. First supporting character, we have Sting. 1 cost, 1 health, 0/4 stat line. The Icon. When Sting appears, search your deck, hand, and KO pile for a baseball bat equipment. Play it on him for free or reveal it and put it in your hand. So there was that other main character that could get Sting, and when Sting would appear, and when he's played, you would then get the bat, and you have the choice of either putting it in your hand, putting it on that main character, or giving it to Sting. Because without it, he has no attack. Hikaru Shida. 1 cost, 1 health, 2/3 stat line. Dodge and Kendo Stick. Main red. Hikaru Shida has +3 attack and stealth. This turn, she can melee attack protected characters. Luchasaurus. 2 cost, 2 health, 2/2 stat line. Tag Team Jurassic Express. During combat, you can power up Luchasaurus with Jungle Boy. When you do, Luchasaurus gets Ferocious this combat. While in melee combat, he strikes before characters without Ferocious. Extinction Event. While wounded, Luchasaurus gets +2/2 and Monstrous. While he's being team attacked, he strikes each attacker. Not necessarily sure if you would need a team attack to take down what would become a 4/4, but if you tried, you would have to contend with both, or he would be able to strike back at both. Danhausen. 2 cost, 1 health, range 4/3 stat line. Very nice, very evil. Danhausen is good and evil everywhere. This part can't be turned off. Be cursed. Main Earth. Choose an enemy character and point at it, and then choose one of the following effects at random. That character can't attack on its next turn. That character can't strike this turn. Stun that character. Uh-oh, they must be immune to curses. It's funny that they put in, uh-oh, it didn't work outcome in there. That's fun. Viente era cero miedo. 3 cost, 2 health, 3/4 stat line. Tag team Lucha Brothers. During combat, you can power up him with Ray Phoenix. When you do, heal a wound from him. Fear factor main green. Move an enemy main character to its front row. Cero miedo. While attacking a main character, he strikes with triple his attack because he has 0 fear. Pretty sure this guy's name was Cesaro in WWE. Claudio Castagnoli. 3 cost, 1 health, 4/5 stat line. Giant swing. When he appears, put -1/1 counter on an enemy character. If it's ready, exhaust it, then put another -1/1 on it. Eddie Kingston, 4 cost, 2 health, 5/5 stat line, the Mad King. Eddie Kingston has +3/3 while in combat with an enemy supporting character. Next up we have Jungle Boy, 4 cost, 1 health, 4/7 stat line, Tag Team Jurassic Express. During combat you can power up Jungle Boy with Luchasaurus. When you do, Jungle Boy gets monstrous this turn. While he's being melee team attacked, he strikes each attacker. That one does make more sense. Snare Trap. During other player's turn, Combat Earth. Stun an enemy attacker. Jungle Boy can only pay for this power by discarding a location from hand. So not from the resource row. That's very specific, and I'm not sure if I've seen that on an effect before. So very unique as well. Sammy Guevara. 5 cost, 1 health, 9/5 stat line, Leap, and Spanish God. Main Earth. Sammy has Pounce and Mobile this turn. He can't be struck by exhausted defenders. Once per turn during your main phase, but not during combat, you may move him to your front or back row. Ray Phoenix, 5 cost, asterisk health, 3/6 stat line, Tag Team Lucha Brothers. During combat, you can power up Ray with Penta. When you do, Ray strikes with triple his attack this combat. The man of 1,000 lives. Ray has 1,000 health. This power remains on while he's face down. Leap. 1,000? What do you do with that? Didn't realize he ended up here. Samoa Joe, 6 cost, 2 health, 7/8 stat line, backhand chops. While Samoa Joe is in melee combat, each enemy attacker in the combat has -3 defense. Muscle Buster. While Samoa Joe is in melee combat, when an enemy supporting character gets stunned by having 0 defense, KO it. Orange Cassidy, 6 cost, 1 health, 5/11 stat line, freshly squeezed. When you have 6 or more recruit points, you may pay yellow or red to recruit Orange Cassidy instead of his recruit cost, because those 2 colors make orange. Orange Punch. Combat yellow-red. Stun a defender. Keith Lee. 7 cost, 2 health, 9/11 stat line. Toss. When Keith Lee appears, choose another character on your side to gain flight this turn, because he throws them. For he is limitless. Main green. Ready Keith Lee. He can use his power any number of times each turn. On to the plot twist, we have Dynamite. During other player's turn, combat, if it is a melee combat, choose a character on your side in the combat. When it strikes an enemy supporting character, this combat stun that enemy character. So I think that's regardless of your points or what the attack value is, it just stuns it. Next up, we have Elevation. Main, choose a character on your side. It has +2/2 and Leap this turn. If it already had Leap, instead of getting +2/2, put 2 +1/1 counters on it, which number-wise is the same, but the 2/2 counters it would keep, whereas the +2/2 for the turn would obviously go away at the end of the turn. Next up, we have Pop. During the player's turn, combat, choose a supporting character on your side in the combat. When it wins this combat, put 3 1/1 counters on it, and then heal a wound from it. That is so good. All it has to do is win. Then I'm going to make a prediction that because the face wild location is the right tunnel, that the bad guy, the heal's wild location is going to be the left tunnel. Just going to guess that there. I have no other reason to believe it other than, well, this is right. The other one's probably left. Additionally, this is earth, yellow, green, or red for a face character. There is no blue in the side. Next up, we have a challenge match, ladder match. Challenge match, if your main character is face or heel, you may choose one challenge match at the start of the game. Oh, okay. Rung by rung. This game, face and heel characters on your side have fearless. While attacking a main character, they strike with double their attack. No wonder this set is good. I could see this being banned in otherwise gameplay. Lights out match. Challenge match, snuff them out. This game, face and heel characters on your side have Berserker. When they attack, put +1/1 counter on them. Now for an equipment, we have the AEW World Championship Belt, which is face and heel. Equipment, 1 cost, 1 of a kind, gotta earn it. Equip only to a champion, which I'm pretty sure all the main characters here. No, Chris is not a champion. Thunder Rosa, Darby Allin, John Moxley, and Chris Jericho. Oh, and Ellen Page. Those are all champions, but Chris is not. Looks good on me. At the start of your main phase, put 3 +1/1 counters on equipped character. Really good. Table, equipment for both sides. 0 cost, 1 of a kind. Broken in half. During either player's turn, combat red. If an equipped character is defending a melee attack, stun the attacker and KO the table. Then we have basic earth location called Revolution. Yellow in full gear, green with all out, and then red with double or nothing, which I think are different events that the company puts out. Full gear, all out, double or nothing, and revolution. And then for some reason, their wild is the right tunnel, which opened with the same amount. I don't know. Okay, that worked out. First up on the heel side, we have Adam Cole, main character, not a champion. 5 health, 1/6 stat line. Boom. During either player's turn, combat green. Adam Cole gets +1 attack this combat for each resource on your side. Bay. Level up 9 times. When a supporting character appears, Adam Cole gains 1 XP for each of its printed powers. So it doesn't say keyword or super, just powers. His level 2, he now has a 212 stat line and has Panama Sunrise. Main yellow. Till your next turn, Adam Cole has flight and pays 1 less power symbol the first time he uses each of his superpowers each turn. So I guess he could use boom during your turn and then again during the opponent's turn. Next up for the heels, we have Bryan Danielson, or Daniel Bryan in WWE. Didn't know he was a bad guy though. 6 cost, 6 health, 4/4 stat line, the American Dragon, main red. Bryan Danielson has flight and range this turn. The Perfect Wrestler. Level up 2 times. When Bryan Danielson wins a combat, he gains an XP. Only has to win twice to get level 2. At level 2, he now has a 7/6 stat line and has Kick Your Head In. During the other player's turn, combat green. When Bryan Danielson wins this combat, the enemy player discards 2 random cards. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Oh, she's a champion though. 5 health, 3/3 stat line, role model, main earth. Put 1/1 counters on a supporting character on your side equal to DMD's attack. The Doctor will see you now. Level up 4 times. When a character gets wounded, DMD gains 1 XP. Her level 2 now has a 6/6 stat line. Lockjaw. During either player's turn, combat red. Choose an enemy character in the combat and put a -1/1 counter on it for each printed power it has. Jade Cargill, another champion. 5 health, 3/4 stat line. Jade Brand. During either player's turn, combat red. Resolve the combat, which I've always read as, okay, so during a combat, your opponent can do something, play a plot twist, power up their character. Then it goes to you. You can choose or skip one of those options, and it's not until both players have skipped that the combat actually resolves. But if you use that effect, it does not allow your opponent or yourself after this to do anything else. It just stop right here, resolve it how it is, done. Green like money. Level up 6 times. At the start of your main phase, Jade Cargill gains 1 XP for each green location on all sides. Oh my god. Her level 2 has a 7/6 stat line and has Jaded. Main green. So 6 greens. KO an enemy main character that Jade Cargill stunned in combat this turn. Oh my god, another win condition in a very crazy way. So you need, well, okay. So to be fair though, unless there's a way to duplicate or reduce the cost, you need either 4 green locations and 2 rainbow, or 4 rainbow and 6 green is a lot. And at most, you can have 4 green locations in your deck and 4 wild. So that's a total of 8. And you need 6 to be there in order to use this. Now, potentially you could have used a wild location to use her other effect, maybe. But to get this off would be amazing and super hype. And probably, well, like, they would have seen it coming, probably. They're like, you have an awful lot of greens set up there. I wonder what you're getting at. And of course, what you're getting at is winning the game. I want to say his name in WWE was like Damian Black. I could be wrong. But this is Malachi Black. He's not a champion. 5 health, 2/5 stat line. Skilled striker during other player's turn. Combat red. Malachi strikes 2 additional times this combat. House of Black. Level up 6 times. When an evil character on your side attacks, he gains 1 XP. His level 2, he now has a 5/9 stat line and Black Mist. Main earth. Choose an enemy character. Black could melee attack. It can't attack on its next turn. You can use this power any number of times each turn. MJF. 5 health, 4/3 stat line. Salt of the Earth. Build yellow. Spend any amount of recruit points. Search your deck for an evil character with that cost or less and put it onto your side. Better than you, level up 3 times when MJF attacks. If the attacker's total attack is greater than the defender's defense, he gains 1 XP. He is level 2. He now has a 410 stat line, and you know it. Main, Earth, Earth, Earth for the rest of the game. When MJF attacks, he gains attack this combat until his attack is higher than the defender's attack. He can only use his power once per game, but it's a for the rest of the game effect, so you only need to do it the one time. Dynamite Diamond Ring. Main, red, red, red. For the rest of the game, if MJF wounds a defender in combat, it gains an additional wound. He can only use his power once per combat, so you can't stack it, but you only need to do it the one time. For the supporting character lineup, we have Hook. 1 cost, 1 health, 31 stat line. Send Hook. During your build phase, if a face or heal supporting character appeared on your side this turn, you may put Hook from your hand onto your side. Red Rum. During the other player's turn, combat red, choose an enemy character in the combat to get -3 attack this combat. Nyla Rose, 1 cost, 2 health, 0-2 stat line, the Native Beast. When Nyla Rose appears or recovers, she gets +4 attack this turn. Okay, right away, since he isn't his own main character, I wish Matt Hardy had his own main character. It would have been super cool, but man, with the whole delete thing, delete, that would have been so rad, but 2 costs, 1 health, 3-4 stat line, big money, build green, gain a recruit point. Matt Hardy can use his power any number of times each turn. So if you have a bunch of green, you just keep spending the green to get recruit points and use that to be able to play out bigger things faster than you normally should. Andrade El Idolo. I think Andrade might just be what he goes by in WWE, which he may be back to, but I could also be very outdated. 2 cost, 2 health, 2-2 stat line, leap, and moonsault. When Andrade leaps over at least one enemy character, he gets +3/3 this combat. Cool. When he uses his ability, he gets more powerful. That's what should happen as a benefit for doing it. I like that. Ethan Page, 3 cost, 1 health, 5-5 stat line, tag team Men of the Year. During combat, you can power up Ethan Page with Scorpio Sky. When you do, draw a card. All ego. Ethan Page can only team attack with Scorpio Sky. Very limiting, but I get it. Ricky Starks, 3 cost, 1 health, 3-6 stat line, leap, and absolute. During the player's turn, combat red. This combat, Ricky Starks gains attack equal to his defense and defense equal to his attack. So if he's 3-6, he becomes 9-9. Okay, I do appreciate that they put that right on the card because it could be a little confusing reading that, but when it's right there and that is his base, it's like, oh, okay, so it's just 9-9. Matt Jackson, 4 costs, 1 health, 6-4 stat line, tag team Young Bucks. During combat, you can power up Matt Jackson with Nick Jackson. When you do, put 2 -1/1 counters on an enemy character in the combat. Whatever it takes, reaction Earth. When another character on your side gains 1 or more wounds, it doesn't gain any wounds instead, so it just kind of prevents those. Nick Jackson, 4 costs, 1 health, 6-4 stat line, tag team Young Bucks. During combat, you can power up Nick Jackson with Matt Jackson. When you do, put 2 additional 1/1 counters on Nick Jackson. So if you power up this one, it hurts your opponent. If you power up this one, he gets even more of a bonus. Super Kick Party, main Earth. If Nick Jackson is in your front row and ready, exhaust him and at least one other ready character in your front row. And if you do, they all strike an enemy front row character. Scorpio Sky, 5 costs, 1 health, 7-5 stat line, tag team Men of the Year. During combat, you can power up Scorpio Sky with Ethan Page. When you do, each enemy player discards a random card. Leap and Head Games. Main yellow, rearrange an enemy player's formation. So you can put the guys that they were trying to protect or not get attacked in the front. Lance Archer, 5 cost, 2 health, 5-8 stat line, Murder Hawk Monster. While Lance Archer is defending against a melee team attack, he strikes with double his attack against each attacker. Next up, we have a Miro, which I think was Rusev in the WWE. 6 cost, 2 health, 9-7 stat line, the Redeemer. When Miro appears, enemy characters can't strike this turn. Wardlow, 6 cost, 2 health, 7-7 stat line, Power Bond Symphony. Main green, wound an enemy supporting character. Wardlow can use his power any number of times on the same character each turn. Oh, wow. So that's how you can take down something that has infinite health. Kenny Omega, 7 cost, 2 health, 9-9 stat line, 1 winged angel. When Kenny Omega appears, each enemy player chooses a face-up character on their side. Kenny Omega stuns those characters. The Elite. During the other player's turn, any combat yellow, if a character on your side is defending, cancel the combat. Dark. Plot twist. Main. Choose a character on your side. It gets +2/2 in stealth this turn. It can melee attack protected characters. During the other player's turn, combat, choose a supporting character on your side in the combat. When it wins this combat, put a +1/1 counter on it, and then it strikes a character who wasn't in the combat. So he wins one, then he goes off and he hits another guy. Rampage. During the other player's turn, combat, choose a character on your side in the combat to get +3/3 this combat. After the combat resolves, put a -1/1 combat. Rampage. During the other player's turn, combat, choose a character on your side in the combat to get +3/3 this combat. After the combat resolves, put a -1/1 counter on it. So it kind of like goes all crazy, but then it kind of gets hurt. We have another challenge match in Steel Cage Match. Challenge match, lock the door. This game, face and heal characters on your side have dodge. They can't be range attacked. Texas Death Match. Another challenge card. Challenge match, go for the kill. This game, face and heal characters on your side have lethal. If they wound a defending supporting character, KO it. And for their wild location, as we imagined, it is the left tunnel. And once again, earth, yellow, green, red, no blue in the set. Oh. We moved one of them. For the equipment, we have a chair, 0 cost, both sides, one of a kind, cold, hard steel. During the other player's turn, combat green. If this is a melee combat equipped character, has +6/6 to this combat. It can use this power any number of times each turn. So that's pretty darn good. So you start whacking them with the chair. Now we have the baseball bat. Once again, it can be used by either team. 1 cost, one of a kind, grand slam. While the bat is ready, equipped character may exhaust it to get +4 attack during a melee combat anytime you could take an action. Then we have Revolution in Earth, Full Gear, All Out, and Double or Nothing. Well, guys, that's it for the Versus System 2-player card game Volume 5, Issue 12, AEW, or All Elite Wrestling. What do you think about the mechanics that are specific to this set so far, like the tag team mechanic? Let me know in the comments below. If you want to stay up to date on my videos and live streams on both YouTube and Twitch, check out links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe, and consider joining. That's all for now, guys. Manjoume out.